There are several ways to read the Bible. One way is to read it like a child. You believe what is there simply as it's written. There's no distance between the text and the reader. If this is you, you're not naive, and you're not doing it wrong. I mean that sincerely. There's a strength in straightforward trust in a story. Something core and vital gets preserved this way. And if this kind of reading already gives you what you need, then this series may not add much. If this way of reading were music, it would be nursery rhymes. Another way is to read it like a preteen in love with wonder. These are the years when imagination catches fire easily. Every miracle dazzles, every mystery invites embellishment. The figures in the text feel heroic, larger than life. There is a my father is a hero fascination here. The stories start to feel like fairy tales. In musical terms, this is the folk song. Then comes the teenage reader, the skeptic. Armed with rational tools and eager to use them, every inconsistency becomes a target. Every tension becomes an opportunity for mockery. Sacred things invite challenge simply because they are sacred. There's pleasure in puncturing balloons others hold dear, in declaring that sanctity isn't real, and watching the room go quiet. This is the punk rock stage. With time, that sharp edge often smooths out. The young adult reader appears, still skeptical but no longer fueled by rebellion alone. This reader brings archaeology, genetics, anthropology, cultural studies to the text. Bible becomes a site for excavation, and careful digging does uncover real things: how people lived, what they feared, what they ate, how they organized themselves, and why. But the snapshot, no matter how accurate, has no smell, no sound, and no atmosphere. Something of the force that made these stories believable in the first place can slip away. Musically, this is the orchestra. I've read the Bible in all of these ways, and in this series, I want to read it in a way that doesn't discard any of them, but also refuses to treat any one of them as final. I am not promising the kind of clean certainty the modern mind often wants. What I'm offering instead is a way of entering these stories as poetry, as mood, as a kind of vibe check, not just for as fact or artifact. Without a feel for poetry, it's very hard to understand the Bible at all. So we won't try to pin the text down. We'll move toward it and around it. We will let it breathe instead of choking a single meaning out of it. This is a warm-blooded reading, playful, probing, responsive, open to misreading in the hope of arriving at something truer. If the earlier stages were nursery rhymes, folk songs, punk rock, and orchestra, this kind of reading is jazz. As a glimpse of what's ahead, we will look at how Eve's creation from Adam's rib can be read alongside humanity's shift from foraging to agriculture and the social changes that follow. How sibling rivalry in Cain and Abel reflects parental projection. How love between Adam and Eve is bound up with anxiety. How language is both a jailbreak and a trap. How violence and insecurity sit at the foundation of civilization. And how the serpent represents both enlightenment and its blindness. We'll also ask why God feels so close in these early stories and so difficult to locate now. And if you'd like to keep bumping into this project as it unfolds, you can like and subscribe so we don't lose each other after this chance meeting.